Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Wrath of the Lamb Edition. You know what? We are going to play as Cain again, because I don't want to let this game get me down. It's been kind of rough. Well, Guardian Angel in the first room is not so bad. But we have been having some great runs that have basically just been stopped short prematurely as a result of the Polaroid. So I would definitely encourage you to go back and check out some of those episodes if you want to see some good runs and you are not interested in seeing anything that happens in the chest, because apparently we will never get to go there. But we have a pretty solid, like, 50% average. Like, if we were in the major leagues, we'd be batting 500 for finding the Polaroid. But we're batting, like, I don't know, like 0.12 right now for getting the Polaroid and also being able to get to the chest and have any possibility of beating the boss once we get there. So hopefully this will be the run that changes that around. The other trend that's been kind of weird is that we've been encountering like a ton of familiars lately. And I'm kind of hoping that that stays true in this episode as well, because now that we've gotten Guardian Angel, you know, if we get some cubes of meat, if we get some Halo of Flies or something along those lines, I guess those aren't technically familiars, but if we get those, then we can also, of course, synergize those well with our Guardian Angel, because the Guardian Angel causes all of our followers, or all of our orbiting friends, to orbit us at twice their normal speed, which increases our defense a little bit, I think. I mean, that's my expectation. She's fine for me. So we got a nice... Oh, that was terrible. We got a nice card here. Could be the Joker. That would be fantastic if I get a deal with the Devil. Or a deal with the Angel. It's a Two of Hearts. That's okay, too. If we hold on to that for a while, we can possibly use that to help us at a blood bank, or if we just get low on health, we can use it. But for now, I think we are basically done with this floor. I will look for the secret room. I think there's only one real possible location for it, and that would be over here. But I gotta do my due diligence. That was lucky. Because if I do not find the Polaroid somewhere else, then I'll always be thinking like, oh, maybe it was in that secret room that I didn't check out, back on the second floor. I'm gonna try to digress from the Polaroid stuff as much as possible, because that's a fix is incoming for that, as far as I know, dependent on Florian's health right now. And we'll just focus on the game itself. Like I said, it'll just be like a standard Isaac run, you know, back in April or something, before Wrath of the Lamb came out. We'll just be playing the game for fun. Apparently, some people still do that. No, I'm just joking. I've actually, like, in the past few weeks, ever since Wrath of the Lamb has come out, I've found myself playing more and more Isaac, and actually wanting to play more off-camera. Like, I've limited myself to doing, like, 1 or 2 Isaac runs a day now, occasionally 3. And recording them all, the reason being that I want to minimize the lag time between videos, so when you guys have tips for me, I don't just, like, seem like I'm ignoring them for 2 weeks, when in actuality, what's happening is I've just got a huge backlog of recorded videos. But that being said, I, like, record 2 videos, and I find myself going through withdrawal, like, man, maybe I should play a little bit more right now. What is stopping me is... Moon card? That is... secret room. I will abandon the Two of Hearts for now. We'll stick with the Moon card. What's stopping me is it would be really shitty if I got like Platinum God or had this amazing run and got to the chest without recording. That would be truly terrible. I would rather put these entertaining runs on camera. But suffice it to say, I'm struggling with this kind of compromise between maintaining a punctual lead time, or a reasonable lead time, and also wanting to play this game that I've sunk nearly 200 hours into since October. Another key is nice. Moon card is going to give us a ton of cash. That is sick nasty. And an Eternal Heart from the second secret room. That was kind of unexpected, but certainly welcome. If I manage to not lose that, I will be a very happy camper. But that's not going to be easy, let's say. I would love to pick up a bomb, because there's a Tinted Rock here. If I could get some golden, or if I can get some Spirit Hearts, then perhaps I could keep this Eternal Heart alive longer. Because I'm pretty sure health works in, like, prioritization of health works in, like, one of 2 ways in this game. It's like either blue hearts go before white hearts, or the hearts that are not red hearts always go first, and then blue and white is determined by the order in which you pick them up. But in any case, that's pretty excellent. Oh, we'll go to the shop before anything else, because why the heck not? 9 volt is a nice touch. We'll also pick up the key for 5 cents, because why the heck not, really? So now we have the 9 volts. All we need is a spacebar item. Wishful thinking? Perhaps, but I think we can get one of those. Oh, come on. That thing should be wicked dead. And we've only got some dust bunnies and some hoppers here to deal with. We're amassing even more money. Seriously, though, a single bomb would be fantastic. If there had been a bomb in that shop instead of a key, I would have picked that up. No questions asked. And then blown up that Tinted Rock. Even if the Tinted Rock only gave me a key, that is pretty cool. Now, of course, the reason I'm playing as Cain is because I'm having kind of a Cain resurgence. Oh, that was close. Ever since looking on the Binding of Isaac subreddit, r/Binding of Isaac, and finding out that the prevailing opinion is that Cain is the most fun and safest character to play as. So the reason being, all of his pills are always good. Well, maybe a better way to explain it is they can never be bad. we've crossed that bridge many, many times. I wish we could go to the item room without actually having to kill everything in here first. Just in case we got something bitchin' in there, but that kind of seems unlikely. Love to get a health upgrade right now, because I'm pretty sure we're going to get a deal with the devil, based on my play so far. Sadly, that is not in the cards. Bomb would be fine too, I would settle for that. In case you're not actually watching, you're just listening to me, and I'm lulling you to sleep right now with my voice. Well, I apologize for calling attention to it. That probably took another, 5 minutes of effort for you to get over, or will take an extra 5 minutes of effort for you to get over. But beyond that, I also just picked up Sister Maggie, so we got a little extra damage now, which is nice. And like I said, tons of familiars coming. Being a little bit more thorough than usual in my search of poop and fires. Really just hoping to pick up a bomb at some point. We were fighting Envy now. Envy on the second floor, I think, has lower HP than Envy's on subsequent floors. Don't quote me on that, but that's how I feel in my experience so far. Really confused about the blue Envies. I think it might just be like a graphical glitch. Because normally, okay, blue Envy is Super Envy, which splits into 3s, as opposed to just splitting into 2s. But these ones are quite clearly splitting into 2s, which is way better by my perspective. And I basically, at this point of the game, it's nice to talk about what we need, what we would want to get to make this a successful run. I need pretty much everything. I need health. That Eternal Heart will help me out a lot if I manage to keep it. I need damage, absolutely. Tears, I'm firing pretty slow. I could even use range at this point. My speed is okay. Hopefully we get some bombs from this boss, because I would hate to leave behind both this chest and the Tinted Rock that is way, way up there. But we'll get a Spirit Heart from this Larry Jr., which is cool. And as we know and remarked on recently, Blue Larry Jr. is the slowest of the Larry Jr.'s, apparently. And I like that he and his bro are just hanging out in this one little path for me, making it very easy for me to knock pieces off them. Okay, but I still don't want to get hit, because I don't know if I'm going to lose the Eternal Heart before I lose the Spirit Hearts. And I would love to hold on to this Eternal Heart until the next floor, which we are about, 10 seconds away from getting to. There we go. Got another Spirit Heart. We got a Tears plus health upgrade. That's awesome, and we could possibly cash that in with Satan right now. Oh, man. Sure, why not? We're gonna get a health upgrade when we go down to the next floor anyway. No bombs, sadly, but that extra damage is nice. And functionally, we haven't really lost any health. Like, we're sitting at the same spot we would be sitting if we'd lost the Eternal Heart somehow, and we had, not gotten a Tears upgrade with the health upgrade. Pills, bad gas. Bad luck on the pills so far, but, bad luck on the pills as Cain is decent luck by anyone else's standards. Because at least none of them have hurt us. Hopefully, we managed to get some health upgrades or Tears upgrades. In that most recent Cain run that I did, it might have been the very last video, I think. I can't remember if I was Cain or Maggie in the last video, but I basically got like 7 or 8 Tears upgrades just from pills. And it was a good time to be me, because I also had Quadra Shot, or Mutant Spider, Radioactive Spider, whatever the heck it's called. Managed to get the job done. Killed Isaac pretty easily, but we won't speak about what happened after that. Unless, did I make it to the chest? I thought maybe I have vague recollections of making it to the chest yesterday, and having, like, the Ankh upgrade, and just being Blue Baby in the chest, and being like, oh, well, this isn't good. So maybe my complaints are totally baseless right now. I play a lot of Isaac, cut me some slack, with respect to not remembering runs perfectly. So we get another pill, probably worth the bomb. Yeah, speed upgrade, that's fine. Could always use that as Cain. Could come in handy if we have some better items coming our way at some point. Really just hoping at this point we don't get shitty items, because that is wasting some of our few remaining treasure rooms. I didn't even notice we were on Caves XL, to be honest with you. You're listening to the Caves XL, today's hottest alternative rock. I think every time I make that joke, I make it with the same genre. I don't know why, but XL always seems like something that would come after an alternative rock station. No disrespect to alternative rock. Oh, I can rock out with the weirdest of them. But we are going to look for our treasure rooms. Here we got tons of keys. More bombs would be nice. If only to access even more keys, so I can open golden chests and, get inside all of the treasure rooms, all those little nooks and crannies that make Isaac runs so possible and enjoyable when they do indeed work out. Please knock some of these dudes into the ooze state for a little bit longer than you have been so far. Okay, now we've got a seam. We've pulled open the tab. And the can should open. Excellent. Extra bomb for us. TNT is going to make this pretty short. Fork is not that... I'm not really that sore about missing out on that trinket, to be honest with you. Isaac's fork is an okay item. Oh, man. It's the first time I've lost any health since the first floor. Kind of took me by surprise, to be honest with you. I should be firing, I guess, more diagonally, because these things can't hit me diagonally, and I also have Sister Maggie doing some shots. Doing some shots. We'll, just take a look here. We're trying to find the treasure rooms, of course. Priority A #1. Not getting hit would be nice, too. I've already lost, like, a spirit heart and a half on the last 2 rooms. Pretty disappointing, but we are getting close to 12 cents. Now we are at 12 cents, which means we are getting close to 15 cents, which means that the shop will be possible for us to go to soon. In all likelihood, anyway. What can we find in there? Nun's Habit plus 9-volt would be awesome, but I would settle for just a spacebar item so the 9-volt we currently have actually gets some use. Because right now it's just sitting there like, hey buddy, why did you buy me? It's like buying a pet from the pet store and then, like, physically abusing it or something. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring everyone down. It's like, why'd you buy me, man? If you're just gonna hit me, you can just hit your pillow or something. I just want to love you. So we're going to keep going here. I feel like I've been saying that a lot on this run, but, you know, we are on the Caves XL. So I got a lot of there we going to do. Extra heart I can't use, and our treasure room contains teleport. Interesting. Here's what we're going to do with that. We're going to walk inside of this room. We're going to teleport immediately out. Because I don't want to deal with the enemies that it was going to give me, and all it dropped was a regular half-red heart, which is kind of shitty. But we're going to get teleport like once every 2 rooms. I think we normally get it once every 2 rooms anyway. So the 9-volt is functionally useless for us right here. Guardian Angel, you're my favorite, except for that time you didn't get that fly. Yes, it's going to be every 2 rooms anyway. So the Devil card's going to give us extra damage. We'll obviously use that on the boss, if not of this floor, then of a floor at some point in the future. Did you see that Eyeless Ooze guy just squeeze through the corner there? I hate that diagonal shamanism, man. The witchcraft shouldn't be allowed in this game. Teleporting again. Obviously teleporting as much as is humanly possible, because I want that I Am Error Room. Oftentimes, I Am Error Room is awesome with Cain, because you get like 10 pills from it. Sometimes, not always. Sometimes you just get like 2 or 3 items. Also great, but I would settle for either of those right now. The items that I've gotten so far, not been that strong. Guardian Angel's okay. Sister Maggie's actually pretty good. I don't mind that. But I could use some better stuff. So we found our boss room. We also found a red chest. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I'm not going to do another Missy Elliott reference for you guys. I'll probably open it for a single bomb. And a key. Why the heck not? We'll also shoot the fire in here before we teleport out. Just in case a little extra money wouldn't hurt. I'd love to go to the shop. Kind of expected that, to be honest with you. But hey, we got a key out of it anyway. Teleport has taken us to the worst secret room of all time. Why does it always seem that when you teleport into a secret room, it's worse than if you had just, like, left it alone? Okay, so if that's going to be where the boss is, then we know that we can go to maybe upper left, and that will be where the treasure room is. Starting to feel pretty skeptical about this run. My damage is strong, health is low, spacebar item is not great, unless it pays out, in which case it's potentially great. There. Causes me to do a lot of backtracking as well, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I guess it could teleport us to the Angel or Devil room as well, which would be awesome. I think I read in the comments somewhere... Ooh, so close. Read in the comments somewhere that if you take a deal with the Devil room, you can't get deals with the Angel room for the rest of the run. In which case we would have 0 chance of getting a deal with the Angel room here. But... you know, I think it's pretty clear that I'm a big fan of deals with the devil, so I'm not in any danger of passing those up anytime soon. Okay. Oh, we can't. We got 1 more silkworm. Didn't even notice. And 1 more cent, so we will go back to the shop as well. We have the Book of Sin. Honestly, I prefer teleport. I think it's got a higher possibility for good things to happen. Go back to our shitty secret room, but that's alright. We're closer to the shop. I've got 6 keys and 15 cents, so why the heck not? If we fight a boss, we fight a boss. It's no big deal. Potentially, we could get a better spacebar item than teleport. Nope, we're fighting a boss. You know what? I'm very tempted to use the Devil card here. But I think it would be wiser to save it for the boss. But in any case... Oh, okay, you got lucky there. Picked up a lot more money. This, I feel like I've had two types of Isaac runs recently. There's been ones where it's been very clear from the get-go that this is going to be a run that has the potential to accomplish great things. And then there's been ones where the game has been a little bit more modest, saying that, yeah, you know, the economy's pretty bad, we can't really give you brimstone flying today. Would you settle for maybe homing shots and a set of tiers and range upgrades? This definitely feels like the latter so far. The latter, not the ladder. We haven't seen the ladder yet. Nonsense up here, and by nonsense I mean both my nonsensical commentary and the video game itself, of course. That one's going to explode, and we only have one left. Teleport is ready again. 9 volt, I'm pretty sure the 9 volt is not helping us out at all in terms of getting charges here, but of course if you find the 9 volt you should buy it, because if you pretty much any other spacebar item you come across is going to make good use of it. So we will get one more teleport after our boss fight, provided I survive it. Which I think is pretty likely unless we run into something truly crazy. Like maybe, I don't know, I think I would still be able to beat the Fallen. But I would just love one I Am Error Room. I've probably gotten less than 5 I Am Error Rooms over the course of this entire Let's Play. I mean, to be fair, I don't use teleport all that often. I forgot we had 2 bosses here. That's okay. So we will get a cube of meat, which is actually alright. I would love to get a second cube of meat at some point, because that makes it a stronger familiar. But even just having like this thing orbiting around us is going to be great, because we already have Guardian Angel, of course, and with Guardian... Oh, that was terrible. With Guardian Angel, we have it circling around us at twice its speed, its default speed anyway. So we got a little bit of extra added defense on top of that. So there we go, cube of meat, a little added defense. We'll teleport again. And we will get nothing out of it, sadly. Is there any way I could have done that better? I don't think so. Maybe go into the boss room, teleport out, and then I would have 2 immediately and go back in. No, that'd still only give me 5. 5 out of 6. I'm not actively asking for a high 5 here, so we'll just go out and around. I don't know. I feel like we're doing what we can here, but I guess a lot of our success is going to depend on the item that we get from whatever this boss is right here. I would love to get Lard, deal with the Devil Brimstone, but I mean, that's kind of wishful thinking. Of course we're going to fight the Fallen. Alright, so we're going to pop our Devil card for sure. We should be able to do crazy damage here. I just can't afford to take crazy damage. Thank God I got that speed upgrade pill a little bit earlier, because that is going to allow me to get away from this dude. Otherwise, I'm not sure if on default speed I would be able to. I'm pretty sure on like Maggie's default speed, you definitely can't. I don't even have any bombs to make this fight faster, which is kind of a little scary for me. But you know, this isn't my first rodeo when it comes to fighting the Fallen. We've done this many times before since the Halloween DLC has been out. And he will give us a deal with the Devil item. Maybe I don't even have to get Lard followed by Brimstone. Maybe I can just get Brimstone directly. Or maybe he'll give me something terrible that I don't even want, like 9 lives. Which I would take at this point, just because it would spice things up a little bit. Well, instead we get... Oh, that's awesome. Spirit of the Night. So we can fly now. We have Spectral Tears. I was actually hoping for Krampus, but at the same time, I am also a little frightened that I will die on this room. Just gotta focus a little bit. And if we come out of this okay, we get Lump of Coal. It's increased damage. There's tons of red hearts for us to pick up just scattered about the level. And beyond this, we'll also be getting another charge on our teleport, which is great. Wouldn't it be fantastic if I ended up getting Spirit of the Night, Lump of Coal, and then somehow managed to get the I Am Error Room directly after it. And in the I Am Error Room, there was just like tons of supermodels naked in a champagne hot tub. I mean, we're talking about things that are never going to happen, so I might as well throw out something that's pretty far off in terms of reality. Oh, I actually took some damage there, but it's not a big deal. We got the Lump of Coal, we got extra bombs. I am going to go back before we teleport and get this heart, and then teleport. That's the shop. Okay. We cleaned the shop out? Oh, right, it was just greed. Okay, well, now we got 2 bombs. We can oh, right, we can fly. What am I thinking? Start picking up all this stuff that I couldn't pick up before. Don't be an idiot. People will yell at you, and your self-esteem will fall as a result. So we'll definitely go back in here and pick up our key. Should be able to amass quite a small fortune here. There's another chest up here, apparently. And then we don't even really need these bombs except for Tinted Rocks, which have never appeared. Or appeared once, but in an impossible for me to use situation. Anyway, it's all good. We turned a kind of a profit on that floor. Lost some extra health, which sucks, but it was a big floor. We got teleport. We got cube of meat. We got the ability to fly. I forget what we got from the other item rooms. Like, Book of Sin was in one of them, I suppose, and we're just going to abandon that for teleport. It would be nice, I mean, we get extra keys, extra red heart, stuff like that, but teleport, I think, adds a little bit extra oomph to this video, doesn't it? A little bit of extra excitement. The potential is there for us to win a jackpot. It's like betting all your money on red at the roulette table. So we have enough keys to definitely make this happen. Brain dudes are probably like the least scary enemy that you can come across in the depths, commonly. Considering their creep can't even hurt you. We got the miter, that's good. Extra spirit heart drops and the potential for item rooms on the womb. We'll teleport into the mob trap room. Here's what we're going to do about that. Okay, we're going to come out here, we're going to do some fighting. In 2 rooms, I should just be able to go in there, open that golden chest, and then teleport out so I don't have to deal with any nonsense. And it's a room full of brain guys, so that's like no work at all. So that'll save you from doing some fighting. I mean, I would probably succeed in the room anyway, but it's all good. So we'll pop this open, get some good stuff out of it actually, and then just get the heck out of there. Takes us to the secret room where we found Book of Belial. Yeah, Book of Belial's fantastic. And I should use it fairly often because we have the 9-volt, of course. Sucks to be losing teleport so early, especially after just talking about how it, you know, enlivened the run a little bit, but hey, let's treat this as if it's like a flying Judas run now or something. So Book of Belial will charge every 2 rooms, I believe. That is how that is going to go. Which is awesome for us. But we are going to take this key and then just, I guess, go to town on this fistula. Probably not going to use Book of Belial right now. Instead, I will dodge like crazy. That was lucky. And I guess save this and go fight the boss right away. We're only in the depths part 1. We might as well. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a deal with the devil or something. I definitely want to go to the shop as well, because I have the money and the keys for it. But, you know, who knows? Maybe we'll fight... who would I want to fight here? War, I guess. Loki. Whatever, you know. If you're going to fight a boss that you don't... whose item you might not really want, might as well be Loki, because he's one of the easier bosses that we would come across right now. Kind of an asshole for creating all these bomb flies, but hey, no big deal. No harm, no foul. Everyone's got their flaws. Just continue dodging here. He's very nearly dead. We got killer damage now. I have no complaints about that. Hey, don't be an asshole, blue thing. The extra HP is nice. I'm not going to sneeze at that. Now, kind of got to talk about the elephant in the room here. We still do not have the Polaroid, and that is, we got a conga line go. Whoa, never mind. Almost lured myself into a false sense of security there. Yeah, we still have no Polaroid, and that is something that obviously we are going to need to get if we want to progress. But I guess it's a good sign that I'm starting to think about wanting the Polaroid now, as opposed to just being like, oh, we don't have any chance in this run anyway. We might as well just give this a try. You know what? This room's Book of Belial worthy. Just to... the more damage you do, the less damage you take, because you're going to be on these rooms for less amount of time, which means you have less shots from the enemy to dodge. And we're going to recharge it so quickly. Once every 2 rooms, that we really have nothing to worry about in terms of, like, overusing the Book of Belial. If anything, we should be way more concerned about underusing it. Take these extra bombs. Shop has the map, which I will buy. And it has a Spirit Heart, which I will buy, and it has a speed upgrade, which, you know, why the heck not? Maybe we can call this video Speed Racer. I bet I've already called a video Speed Racer, haven't I? Now we know for sure where the secret room is going to be in every situation, except for the top secret room, of course. You know what? With 6 bombs, I think it's okay to blow this up. And that worked out definitely for the end. Turn a profit of 3 cents, you never know. That could get me the Polaroid from a fortune teller. Here, deal with our last fistula room. I'm not sure what I was expecting out of this room, like why I didn't just go down to the next floor, but hey, you know, getting extra charges on the Book of Belial, if I had needed charges on the Book of Belial, is not necessarily a negative thing. Extra money is okay too, and we will just move along here. I don't know why, I got an interesting feeling maybe this is the second secret room right here. I was wrong, as I normally am. Cue 400 comments, and down to the next floor. So, where are we going to go here? We're on Necropolis. We've got to be a little concerned. We've got Bombfly Fistula. That is certainly Book of Belial worthy. If we succeed on this run, this is not an overpowered run by any stretch of the imagination. We're super low on health. Wow, that was we already knew that the secret room is there. I guess it wasn't that lucky of a bomb. Yeah, we're not doing well on health. We're doing well on everything else, but certainly this has not been crazy overpowered. Unicorn Horn's a great item, but I'm going to stick with Book of Belial for now. In fact, I will probably stick with Book of Belial for the rest of the game, unless we come across one of those items that I truly, truly adore. You know, you don't need me to name them, as I do in every single video. But I think you can probably piece together the clues yourself. I guess, like, I always say Book of Revelations, but in actuality, the nail is a better item. Because it accomplishes exactly the same thing, but in, I guess I'm trying to think of what I could do here. I could pick up Unicorn Horn and play this shit out of the blood bank. That's a little bit too much work for me. Yeah, because it accomplishes functionally the same thing from a Spirit Heart perspective, but additionally, it also gives you extra damage for a room, and allows you to break rocks, which is cool, I guess. Comes in handy from time to time. Like right here, it would come in handy. But no, we get our Spirit Heart by our own efforts, our own hard-earned bombs. These guys are going to be dead in a second. I don't know why I didn't use Book of Belial in that room. That's a room that would normally be worthy of it. We'll go with the Goat Hoof. Extra damage is a nice touch. Library could be fantastic. I'm thinking technology too. It's probably unlikely, but you know, just anything but like Monster Manuel, Telepathy for Dummies. Those seem to show up so often, and I don't like them. Pretty similar. Actually, what we can do here, this is actually something that was directly suggested in a comments section earlier. We can go in here, pick up Book of Shadows, and then go to town on this blood bank while we've got our invincibility here. That gave us the IV bag. I guess we should pick that up, use it quickly. Right, then take the Book of Shadows again. Like I said, Book of Shadows not a bad item by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, you know what? Let's stick with this for a minute. I think I can do some cool stuff with this blood bag, this IV bag, I should say. I would much prefer it to be the blood bag, but we'll do some cool stuff with this. This should charge up fairly quickly. That was very easy. I'm going to avoid going over those spikes right now because I'm a little concerned about it. We'll deal with these guys. Book of Shadows will recharge after this room. We'll go back. What I'm going to do, pop Book of Shadows, pick up the IV bag, and then play it as many times as I can. I'm trying to get up to 15 cents, even though we're probably going to fight Super Breed in the shop. I think that's extremely likely at this point. But let's give it a try anyway. Why not, right? Who dares wins. So we'll pop Book of Shadows, quickly IV bag. Just mashing the spacebar as fast as I can, man. This would be a great situation to have a D20 in as well. Alright, well, that made us a pretty good deal of money right there. We'll take Book of Shadows again, and what do you say we rinse and repeat? Like, I'm not sure if the IV bag can actually give us perhaps a blood bag out of itself. If it does though, we're gonna find out, I guess. Because I'm gonna try the shit out of this. I don't know why I always stick to the lanes when I'm fighting Gluttony, even when I have the ability to fly. HP upgrade. Well, the Spirit Heart's nice too. So we will get another, I think, replenishment on our next room where we actually deal some damage. Yes, a room like this. It's a room that's Book of Belial worthy, but obviously I don't have that right now. I probably will take it to the next floor though, even though Book of Shadows is nice. Unless the shop contains like a nun's habit or something, in which case I could probably have like unlimited Book of Shadows. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, well, we got Mom's Purse, which is good. I mean, we'll take that because we have to, or we can go back and pick up Isaac's fork. And we have to go back in that direction anyway because I'm doing this weird like IV bag trick that may or may not be terrible. But first things first, let's go back here, pick up Isaac's fork. Also means, of course, if we come across the Polaroid, we don't have to worry about getting the tick. So, pop it. And then immediately just, you'd be amazed how fast you can play this IV bag if you just hit the spacebar as fast as you can. Hopefully you can still hear me over the deafening sound of the spring. Okay, so we've, you know, profited probably like another 30 cents or close to it right there. We'll keep rinsing and repeating here. I mean, I don't really need the Book of Belial. I've got solid damage enough on my own, if not from, you know, what I normally have, then from the Goat Hoof as well. We can probably do this one more time, but I do want to take Book of Belial. Bad. I do want to take Book of Belial down to the next floor, because that is going to be really useful to have. You know what? We can probably get 2 more charges out of this nonsensical Book of Shadows IV bag combination. It's also made easier, of course, because I have the 9-volt. But we'll see what we get in the treasure room here. It could be something great. Could be something terrible. Who knows? Attack fly. That is more on the terrible side than the great side, I'll admit. But it's nice to have, I guess. I think... Does that spin around? It does spin around us twice as fast as a result of the Guardian Angel. I'm actually not sure that's a good thing. But, who knows, man. Okay, so shadows, and then just mash the shit out of the spacebar here, trying to deafen the sound a little bit. Deaden the sound, I suppose. I guess this thing only pays out with cash. Because you'd think I've probably paid it like 30 times, or played it but like 30 times by now. We would have seen something else if something else existed. I think we get one more crack at this. Which is cool. Oh, I should just stay in. Let's go out the door, back in. Like this. Okay, maybe we will get an extra, I don't know, some kind of special room as we move along here. I forgot that I had the miter. That's the reason I'm getting so many spirit heart drops all of a sudden. But certainly, oh, that was terrible. Certainly I'm not complaining about that by any stretch. Kind of wish the IV bag would pay out in spirit hearts, but I guess that wouldn't make any sense considering it is a blood bag. Did we already have a... Oh, yes, we did have a blood bank. I forgot about that. It exploded into the IV bag. Which has been good to me from a painting perspective, but... Probably would have given up these 75 cents just for the opportunity to have a single health upgrade. Maybe? I don't know. It depends, because we could obviously turn this money into something great by way of the fortune teller if we come across one. If we come across one, which I think is pretty unlikely. So we'll get one more charge on Book of Shadows here, and then we can finally institute our trade that we've been looking for. I could use Book of Shadows and go into the self-sacrifice room too. But I'm not going to do that. Actually, that seems way better of a use. Oh, but I'm still going to take damage on the way. I don't know what I'm thinking here. Let's give this a try. I mean, the IV bag probably isn't going to give us anything useful. Well, we got double troll bombs. Activate Book of Shadows, walk out. Cool. So we got invincibility there. Cool, and now we will head to the Book of Belial, which I believe we left in the library. And hopefully we'll pick up something great there. We could play the IV bag a couple more times. There's a little bit of health waiting for us. In fact, I probably will do that, because there's no reason not to. Book of Shadows was good to us. It was like a 75-cent gain, so no complaints there. Let's just see what we get out of this. You can play the blood bank, or the IV bag, I should say, 2 times on every play, it seems, as long as you're hitting the spacebar fast enough. So we're up to 86 cents. That's something that is probably never going to come in handy unless we come across, like, you know, Binding of Isaac's version of Las Vegas, but seems unlikely to me. We will just move on and fight Mom here. Why the heck not? So Book of Belial is ready to go, and we should be doing pretty solid damage here. I also feel like our crowd control is going to be pretty strong. If nothing else, the attack fly and my 2 little orbiting dudes here should help clear the crowd a little bit for me. And Mom is already like 50% dead. This is going to be an easy fight. I feel like we're going to be fine, even through the womb, especially if we find item rooms as a result of the miter. But I would... Oh, that was stupid. I would love to come across some better items, including the Polaroid. Even if they gave us the Polaroid right now, I would do my damnedest to beat this run. I mean, like, I always do my damnedest to beat the run, but I would apply some extra thoroughness when it came to, like, searching for items and stuff. I can't believe I got caught in that explosion. For some reason, I always get caught in that. I can never figure it out. We got a range upgrade. Not a big deal. But we are heading down to Womb Part 1. Why not? We'll check this out. Dead cat? No. It's worth the spirit heart for me not to take that. Maybe I shouldn't have gone into the self-sacrifice room. We've already unlocked the Guppy's hairball, so I think anyway, so I don't have to worry about doing that anymore. You know what? This is Book of Belial worthy. I'm not sure what I'm thinking. I'm trying to take these guys out with default damage. Not that my default damage is bad by any stretch of the imagination right now, but certainly I could be doing more. Come on, Monstro the second. Didn't want to say Monstro 2 in case I confused anybody. Excellent. Now, it's in the item description for the miter that it can... Eat it. That it can give you a chance for extra item rooms to spawn in the womb, but I've never seen it happen, so take that with a grain of salt. I'm sure some people out there have seen it happen. Oh man, I'm taking some dumb damage here. I am not one of those people, though, so we'll see what happens. Double Spirit Hearts. Not going to complain about that. We'll definitely blow this up. For another Spirit Heart. The Miter's doing its job with respect to just giving me extra Spirit Hearts, that's for sure. If it guaranteed item rooms in the womb, it would be one of the best items in the game, because it would guarantee you, like, 4 more treasures. 2 of clubs. Double bombs. Okay, I'll take it. Hold on to the Lover's card. You never know when I might need that. This is Book of Belial worthy, if only for that bomb fly across the map right now. I want to make sure I kill that in as few shots as possible. Mr. Nichols. So we are probably going to get to 99 cents easily here. But a picture ain't one. Nothing there. And we've reached the boss room. I will just go fight the boss right now. Can't see what's going on in this map. I will probably get lost in the womb if I don't. And if I had a nickel for every time I've been lost in the womb, that place is deep and cavernous. So we'll see what we got here. Book of Belial. Oh, this is the first time I've ever fought Triachnid, I think. You know, in a boss room anyway. Oh, that's weird. Okay, just run. Maybe I won't make it to Isaac. So apparently there was like some weird stuff with Triachnid, like he was reasonably Triarachnid, that's what I'm trying to say. Where he used to be like the starting or the final boss in the cathedral. If you beat the game with the Polaroid for the first time or something, there was like a glitch that happened. I don't know. I wasn't privy to that for one reason or another. Hey, if I fight him, maybe this will unlock another item for me or something. I'm not sure how many I'm missing. I gotta go check out my collection actually. He's very nearly dead. He wasn't that difficult. It was a little tough, I guess. Tears upgrades are nice, the Spirit Hearts are better. And we're down to the next floor. Hoping we can actually see the map. Indeed we can. And hoping, I guess, beyond that, that I find a Polaroid here, because our track record of finding one on the cathedral is not really that strong. Got this all good. This. Man, I am taking some dumb damage. If only we had Nun's Habit right now. If we had Nun's Habit, I might have stuck with the Book of Sin. Or with Book of Shadows, actually. But sadly, that train has sailed, so we are just going to stick with Book of Belial instead. Tool around down here, taking out Greed fairly easily. And he's going to give us the Fish Head. This is actually good. We'll take that in conjunction with the Goat Hoof. And this will allow us to spawn flies every time we get hit. Or have a chance to spawn flies every time we get hit. I'm not sure of the exact specifics of it. But certainly not a bad trinket, although I could use better ones. Not gonna mince words there. You know what? This is Book of Belial worthy, because we're gonna be on this room for a long time. I always forget that the mob trap rooms in the womb and beyond, if there even are mob trap rooms in the cathedral, I can't recall, they always have 3 bosses in them, which makes them a pain in the ass. We're just going to keep this up. You know, if we're going to fight bosses, Fistula Loki is a pretty good combination. I just don't know who we have next. I think it might be Chubb or Monstro 2. Either one I can deal with. It's Chubb. I would actually rather have Monstro 2 because he's easier to fight. But Chubb's not so bad in his own right. Just has a lot of HP. And can occasionally take you by surprise. Finally, finish this room. We did all that for a key that we couldn't possibly need less. So, head over here now. Kind of, this room is like, or this level feels like symmetrical, except it's missing something on the right side. I wonder if the secret room's in there. Kind of feels like that would be cinematic, doesn't it? Or that would be appropriate, I guess. It just feels right, if that makes any sense at all, if you look at the mini-map in the top left corner. But we'll see. We indeed will see coming up right now. Goddamn lasers are a pain in the ass. Just hit them. I'm doing like a complicated rain dance around them. There we go. Ooh, okay, now we're going to try to get maximum symmetry here by putting a bomb and seeing. That didn't work at all. I really thought that was going to work. Back out of here. That is not our boss room, which is a good thing. It means we have to actually actively explore a little bit more of the level. In order to get something out of this, let's pop Book of Belial. It's been a little tedious having to look for the... Well, we can just bail. It's gonna... What could he possibly give us? He can give us, like, extra bombs, extra bomb damage. Not a big deal. Getting a little tedious to be looking for the Polaroid this late into the game, obviously. I mean, it's something I've expressed my opinion on before. This is difficult dodging. But I think, you know, it deserves being said at least once or twice a video that it is a pain in the ass to not have the Polaroid and to be focusing most of your efforts on finding the Polaroid as opposed to just, you know, beating the game in a more traditional context. Alas, there's nothing we can do about that. Got the arcade. Arcade guarantees us a couple good blood bank plays. Probably won't get anything out of it, but you never know. We might have the fortune teller inside as well. What a great time to get the Polaroid now that I'm pretty sure I'm going to die on the cathedral. Nope. No, no, no. Okay, so we'll play this twice. Wow, that was actually pretty lucky. I suddenly don't feel so bad. Maybe give me some spirit hearts when you explode. Well, the money is useless, but I appreciate the gesture of giving me something. And now we will make our way down to the final boss, at least what we used to think was the final boss. This feels like a run where I would rather just go to Shoal, honestly. We have an arcade, or we have a library here. I did not expect that. Perhaps we will find something fantastic in that library, which will turn my frown upside down. Technology 2 would be great. I'm expecting Telepathy for Dummies and Book of Sin or something, though. Dub Book of Revelations? You know. I hate that they both have the same charge. At this point, I think Book of Belial is actually going to save me more damage than Book of Revelations will give me in health. If that makes any sense at all. My reason being that I'm only going to get like 3 Spirit Hearts out of Book of Revelations at this point anyway. Now, if they had given it to me, you know, 5 or 6 floors ago, we would be in a much better position right now. Sadly, we don't have much choice over that. I think I've just come to the, you know, the like 5 stages of grief. I've come to the acceptance stage where I'm like, hey, you know, it is what it is. We're just going to make the best of it. Until this update comes out. It'd be a shame if no update came out and the game remained permanently in what I consider to be kind of a ruined state. That would be incredibly disappointing. Considering the game would be undone by the creators' basically generosity in releasing so many free updates. But alas, I don't have much control over that. So we'll just keep this up here. I'm going to stand fairly close to the fire just to get Attack Fly to do as much damage as it can, because Attack Fly is, you know, pretty sizable damage if you can manage to get it to hit often. Now Mom's Heart continuously firing bombs. It's going to be easy peasy for us. Duke of Flies might outlive... Well, they both died at the same time. I was going to say Duke of Flies might outlive Mom's Heart, but... Let's make our way over to the secret room here. Secret rooms have a chance to drop the Polaroid trinket, I think. As do all rooms, I guess, but a very, very small chance for dodging. But remember, I do have this Lover's card. So we have a chance, I think, at beating Isaac. Getting beyond that might be wishful thinking. Oh, this is certainly Book of Belial worthy. Fistula, Greed, and Super Greed all on the same room, all continuously firing shots at me. Luckily, I have Spectral Tears, so I can kind of hide behind a rock and then just go to town. What I really want to avoid happening here is exactly what just happened. Me causing like 20 Fistulas to split, thereby creating a very difficult situation for me from a dodging perspective. Okay, there's our first damage on this room. It's kind of inevitable. There's our second damage, so there's our Lover's card. I really wanted to save that for the boss. But hopefully we'll come across something comparable in the near future. Come on! Nothing doing here, unfortunately. Yeah, Greed took a while to kill, considering I had Book of Belial up the whole time. Hermit takes us to the shop. I'm not sure where that's going to take us. I guess it just acts as like a telepills now. Well, that's useful. Well, it took us to a Spirit Heart, which was nice of them. Sure, why not fight Greed again? Single Greed, no problem. I can dodge this guy's shots all day now. If I could actually manage to hit him once. Nothing there. I'm exploring every room now because I have to. I mean, because I want to, of course. Please, white. Yes. Yogurt bomb flies, man. You are the worst. Okay, Cancer Trinket. Okay, we'll take that with the Goat Hoof. That is going to double the speed of our tears. So we got pretty good attack power now, especially in conjunction with Book of Belial. Okay, Judgment, your time to shine, buddy. Spirit Hearts are great. If you pay out like 90 Spirit Hearts and then 1 shitty item, all will be forgiven. 1 Spirit Heart and 1 shitty item. There are some things that cannot be forgiven. This is probably Book of Belial worthy, but I want to get in a position where I can use it safely. Or feel like I can use it safely anyway. One down. Just get occasional shots in here, it's okay. Got a chain reaction going. There's our boss. Well, I mean, it would be pretty shitty of me to just go immediately fight the boss. So let's check out every room we possibly can. Guppy's Paw is actually pretty awesome to get from the self-sacrifice room. So we'll turn all of our health into Spirit Hearts. Double Spiders, not as awesome. But certainly that is a fantastic time. You notice I'm always talking about, like, man, the end of the game is a great time to get Guppy's Paw. That is exactly what I mean by that situation. We had time to amass a decent amount of red hearts, and then we just turn them all into Spirit Hearts at that point. As opposed to getting it at the early part of the game where you're like, I don't really have any red hearts that I can afford to give, and I might not get any more for the rest of the game. So you gotta be a little bit more wary. In the early game, I don't like this room. But in the late game, you can afford to be a little bit more willy-nilly. I think the Miter also acts as a shield for us when we get too low on health. Whoa, you were too close. Which is good, because I'm starting to take stupid damage. Apparently that always happens as soon as I get something that gives me, like, a ton of health up. Suddenly I start to think that I don't have to dodge anymore. Would have really loved for that to have shown us where the secret room was. Can't always get what you want, though, can you? Fuck up Famine's Day. He should be almost unbelievably easy to kill. I'm gonna guess that on this pass he becomes the head. Oh, it was close, but I was indeed correct in my assumption there. That was super easy. If only he gave us another cube of meat. This is bad. This is Book of Belial worthy. I'm not sure why I'm saving it a little bit now. Just kill one. There we go. 2 is better, actually. Mob Trap Room contains... That's damage? Yeah, speed and damage. I can deal with that. I mean, it's always nice to have that extra damage upgrade. Killed that first Larry Jr. really fast. I wasn't even using Book of Belial either. That's crazy. Oh, come on, eat the bomb. It was placed pretty close. Chubb, you're being kind of an asshole right now. Just thought you should know that. And we got 2 Monstros. They're gonna die fairly quickly, I think, anyway. But I'm still, you know, feeling pretty bad because we're not going to get the Polaroid on this run. But I don't know what I can do about it, really. There's not a whole lot I can possibly think of to help this situation out. You know what they should do? They should add a trinket that gives you a 100% chance to get the Polaroid. Then you have to get that trinket to get the Polaroid. Why not just make it a crazy Rube Goldberg machine of despair? Single bomb, okay. Could be worse. Judgment, if you give me the Polaroid right now, we can put all this behind us. I can at least go to the chest. Well, he's not going to. Extra HP is okay. I'll immediately go to Guppy's Paw and trade that for 3 Spirit Hearts, because what good is 1 red heart going to do me at this point? Gonna laser me? Oh yeah, laser me, Xerxes. Monster, we've done this song and dance 100 times. I can't believe you haven't noticed the secret yet. And there we go, there's every room explored. I guess it's time to go fight Isaac and prove ourselves worthy. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's probably better to... This isn't where I want to go. Except for the second secret room, but I don't know where those are most of the time. Even though I know I've realized people are leaving like detailed descriptions of where to find those secret rooms in the comments. Now, you should realize that I realize that you're leaving those there. And we still find ourselves in this situation. So, let's now go on to fight Isaac and end our run, you know, for better or for worse. You're going to stand close to him, close-ish, so that the attack fly also gets to him. And I'm just going to try to do these, like, really insane up-close dodges. Remembering, of course, that Miter should proc and start not healing me, but taking some of the damage away, giving me invincibility for a little while. In certain situations. Like, Guardian Angel is actually working really well in this situation that we find ourselves in right here. Isaac is very nearly dead. In fact, this is a good run for fighting Isaac. A good set of items, I should say. We're already on his 3rd form. We've only taken 2 hits. The Angel Fetuses are going to be a little bit more of a problem. That's okay. Because we are going to quite easily get through the boss here. And of course, I have enough keys with which to open, like, all of the chests on the chest. So how perfect that we don't actually get an opportunity to do so. I don't care, hit me as much as you want. I'll just run right into you. Yeah, it sucks. Like I said, we get 2 runs in the Binding of Isaac. We get runs where we get the Polaroid and can't do anything with it, and then we get runs where we don't get the Polaroid and could have, you know, capitalized on it greatly. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.